Hello friends, how are you? I hope you all are doing great. Okay, so in this class we are going to study about our last part which was left in previous class, and I told it that it was a quite lengthy, so that's why I covered a separate video. Okay, the last part was Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana. Okay, so if I talk about the background, the worker in the unorganized sector constitute about 93% of total workforce in the country. So only the unorganized sector only in the country constitute of about 93% of its total work population which we have in India. Okay, 93% in unorganized. So the government has been implementing some social security measures for certain occupational group, but the coverage was minuscule or negligible. Okay, majority of workers are still without any social security coverage. Recognizing the need for providing the social security to these workers, the central government has introduced a bill in the parliament. Okay, so this was about the background of this scheme. So one of the major insecurities for workers in the unorganized sector is the frequent incidences of illness and need for medical care and hospitalization of such workers and their family member. Despite the expansion in the health facilities, illness remains one of the most prevailing cause of human deprivation in India. Illness. Okay. It has been also clearly recognized that health insurance is one way to providing protection to poor household against the risk of health spending leading to the poverty. Okay. However, most efforts to provide health insurance in the past have faced difficulties in both design and implementation. The poor are unable or unwilling to take up health insurance because of its cost or lack of perceived benefits. And organizing and administering health insurance, especially in rural area, is also very difficult. So now we will talk about the objective. So objective of this scheme was to recognize the diversity with regard to public health infrastructure. Okay. So the objective is to recognize the diversity with regard to public health infrastructure, social economic condition and administrative network. The health insurance scheme aims to facilitate launching of health insurance projects in all the districts of state in a phased manner for BPL workers. So if I talk about the funding pattern, so the contribution by Government of India was 75% of the estimated annual premium of 750, that is subject to maximum of rupees 565 per family per annum. The cost of smart card will be borne by also central government. Now if I talk about the state government, so state government contribution was 25% of the annual premium, that was the left off, and as well as the additional premium. Now what do beneficiary need to pay then? The beneficiary would pay rupees 30 per annum as a registration or renewal fee. So the administration and other cost of administering the scheme would be borne by the respective state government. Now if we talk about implementing agency and formulation of projects, the state government, while formulating the pilot project, will determine the implementing agency on behalf of the state government. Now let's come to the eligibility part. So unorganized sector workers who belong to the BPL category and their family member shall be the beneficiary under the scheme. So for eligible to under this scheme, you should be in the unorganized sector and must belong to the BPL category. And it will be the responsibility of the implementing agencies to verify the eligibility of unorganized sector worker and his family members who are proposed to be benefited under the scheme. And the beneficiary will issue smart card for the purpose of identification. Now let's come to the benefit part, that what benefit they got. So the beneficiary shall be eligible for such inpatient healthcare insurance benefit as would be designed by the respective state governments based on the requirement of the people or the geographical area. However, the governments are advised to incorporate at least the following minimum benefit in the package or scheme. So now I will tell you some points. The unorganized sector worker and his family, unit of 5, maximum 5 members will be covered, and total sum insured will be rupees 30,000 per family per annum. 30k, I already told you that when I was giving you the brief intro, per family per annum on a family floater basis. Okay. Second point is that cashless attendance to all the covered ailment. Third point is hospitalization expenses taking care of most common illnesses with as little exclusion as possible. Fourth point is all the pre-existing diseases to be covered. Fifth is transportation cost, if any, actual with maximum limit of 100 per visit. So rupees 100 per visit within an overall limit of 1000 rupees. Okay, now we will come on to the revamped one. Revamped is basically little bit modified version of the one we studied before. Okay, revamped RSBY. Okay, so it was launched in October 2014, which I have already told you, and it has to include the following things which I will be just saying now. So first is the enrollment with the RSBY to be linked with the opening of bank account and issuance of Aadhaar card. Second, scheme currently covers 3 crore workers, and it will also expand to include construction sector also. Third one is single central smart card to be issued to include other welfare schemes such as Aam Aadmi Bima Yojana and National Old Age Pension Scheme. So this was all about this RSBY and revamped RSBY Yojana. I hope it was helpful to you. Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and stay healthy and stay fit and take care. Bye.